Today is May 2nd, 2009. The time now is about 10 to 1 in the morning.
I thought they would actually find the truth, and it didn't work that way.
On December 31st of 2008 in Garrison, New York, a local tow truck driver named John Marcinek stopped by his garage and he was shot at point-blank range in the stomach and then twice more through the head. Following the shooting, the Putnam County Sheriff's Office started its investigation to try to find the perpetrator. The prosecution's theory is that Anthony, along with his twin, Eric, and an older friend named Byron Mountain were out driving around looking for a place to burglarize because they wanted money to spend on New Year's Eve, and they happened upon the garage, figured they'd try to get in, but then were interrupted by Mr. Marcinek, whereupon Byron pulled a gun from his waistband and shot Mr. Marcinek. There's absolutely no physical evidence to substantiate the prosecution's theory of the case. The evidence, of course, is Anthony's false confession. Anthony gave a false confession after roughly 12 hours of interrogation, without access to family, without access to an attorney, believing that if he just said what they wanted to hear, they would investigate it, know that it wasn't true because there was no evidence of it, and let him go home.
What were you thinking in all this time before you got charged?
That they would have to prove that it was true, and then they wouldn't be able to prove because it's not true, so I wasn't really worried about it. I didn't think that anything was gonna happen.
One of the promises that were made to him is, hey, Anthony, we know you weren't the shooter. We know that you were just there. Tell us what we want to hear, and we promise you'll be home to be there with your girlfriend when she gives birth to your first child.
My daughter's name is Jasmine. She was born when I first came here in 2009. I didn't really get to hold her or anything when she was small. I would like to have been home for that.
A month after Anthony provided his false confession, he was arrested and charged with the murder of John Marcinek.
A false promise from police that if you confess, you will get to go home is incredibly coercive.
All you want to do is get out of that room, and it gets to a point where you will say or do whatever you have to for the interrogation to end. And that was somewhat to what happened to me. I was wrongfully convicted and was in prison for almost 18 years.
As to count 2, murder, 2nd degree. Guilty.
For me, I had just woken up to discover that my mother had been murdered and my father was clinging to life. They lie to you, they will feed you information, and they will tell you you're not going to leave the interrogation room till we hear what we want to hear.
They told me I was lying and that they know that I was involved, and that they know that Byron did it and that I was just there. They didn't want me, that they wanted him.
False confessions are a leading cause of wrongful convictions, and they are particularly prevalent in wrongful homicide convictions where the homicide suspect was a young person. And that's because the prefrontal cortex, the area of the brain that's responsible for decision-making and judgment, continues to develop until approximately age 25.
Neither Byron Mountain, the alleged shooter, was ever charged for this crime, nor was Anthony's twin, Eric, ever charged for this crime, because neither confessed, which underscores the fact that the only reason Anthony was ever charged with this crime is because he made a false confession.
I met Anthony while I was preaching at the Putnam County Correction Facility. One of the first things you learn is that people are messy, and ministry is messy. But talking with Anthony, he was just open, honest, sincere. It is my firm belief and discernment that Anthony had nothing to do with the crime that he's incarcerated for. The truth is still out there, but it doesn't seem like anybody's looking for it.
Putnam County has a history of 2 other wrongful convictions that are very similar to Anthony's. Anthony DePippo and Andy Krivak.
I immediately saw a lot of similarities between his case and Anthony DiPippo's and Andy Krivak's case. So first of all, the fact that the principal evidence against him was his purported confession from a police department that is completely untrustworthy, and no physical evidence tying him to the crime. Worse yet, you've got Pat Castaldo, the same lead investigator that we had, willing to do anything at all costs to convict somebody he believes, rightfully or wrongfully, committed a crime. Right before his career ended, he was caught on videotape beating a suspect who was handcuffed and on his knees. Should not be put in charge of investigating an unlicensed dog, much less a murder case.
This is just his job. This is my life, but his job. I didn't think and I didn't know any better. And I just tried to do anything I could, just try to make it home, and I ended up paying for it all these years.
This case has taken a son and a brother, and from Anthony, it's taken his youth. He's been incarcerated for 17 years. It took his freedom.
How old is Jasmine?
7.
Can you tell me about her?
Yeah, she's getting big. She's almost, she looks just like me. She's beautiful, smart. She reminds me of me. She's now 17. She aspires to be a pilot. I don't know where she got it from, but she's also smart. She loves school, and I'm proud of her for that.
Jasmine told me, like, I can't wait, Grandma, for my father to come home. I want to be with him. She haven't had the chance to be with her father, like, outside from that place, you know. It's hard not having it home. It's hard.
If you know Anthony, you know he's always got that smile, right? And always very welcoming. I really love the guy. He's a good guy.
I just want one day see all my kids in the dinner in the house, because I haven't had that for a long time. I haven't had them together for 18 years.